Hello physical fiends, it's Jordan here again with some just announced physical releases. These are games that were just announced in the past week or two. They are not releasing this week, okay? Memoire, The Oath of Felghana is the big one for me. One I'm very excited about when it comes to physical retail releases in the West. The big kicker is that it's not coming until next year. Not sure why. I mean, surely they already did the translation many years ago, unless they're retranslating it. I don't know. This is a HD port of a PSP game, and it's a remake of the third game in the Ys series. I've yet to play it because I was really waiting for this for the Western release. I did a retrospective review of the first two games on my other channel, A Bit More Jordan, and it made me very interested to try the rest of the series. I just have to wait a little bit longer. It's releasing physically on Switch and PlayStation 5 in North America and Europe, and the North American edition is coming in a Day 1 edition, which has a compilation soundtrack, which I don't think it'll be all the music. Has an acrylic keychain, diorama set, a cloth, and a postcard set, and I am very excited. As always, if you want to pre-order any of these games, please consider using the links down below in the description and the pinned comment. That massively helps support me. VGP are a fantastic company with good prices in favorable Canadian bucks and have free worldwide shipping if you purchase over 80 Canadian dollars, which is about 60 American dollars. Really not that much. Plus, if you purchase something, each week you will be put into a draw to win a $10 discount coupon, the winner of which I announce every Monday over on my Monday's video on Switch Watch. What else have we got? Well, Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster is a bit of a surprise announcement. It's releasing physically on PS5 and Xbox, and it's a remake of the first game from the ground up using the Resident Evil engine. Sounds perfect for zombies. I remember being super jealous when my mate's brother had an Xbox 360 and this game, and he let me play it for like 5 minutes. I would like to give it another shot sometime, and hopefully this might be the best way to play it. Fingers crossed. Smurf Dreams. It kind of feels like I've mentioned this before, or maybe there's just too much Smurf that I can't keep track of what's what. Maybe it was a fever dream. Anyways, this looks like it'll be a commendable kids 3D platformer. They usually do a decent job of not making them terrible, so if you're French and you like blue things, why not? Arsene Lupin, Once a Thief, is something I'd definitely be interested in trying. It looks like they're using the same template they use for the Agatha Christie games, the Poirot. Apparently, it's more of a best of mysteries, so maybe nothing new for old school fans, which I don't quite get. I mean, if you know what happens, what's the point? Maybe I'm missing the point. It's releasing on the Switch and PS5 this October. Little Big Adventure Twinsens Quest is another Microids game, man. They must have had like an event or something. Apparently this was a game from the 90s that I've never heard of before. Was it French again? Or maybe it was a PC game. Actually, I just googled it and okay, I remember seeing the box art, but this looks completely different. Interesting though, an adventure game. Why not? Petit Island is another recent announcement from Sodesco, which means cheap, budgeted 3D game that's probably going to chug on the Switch, but it's also coming to PS5 and Xbox sometime this year. Explore an island, take photos, see the wildlife, could be a very relaxing game if it's programmed well. Orange Season. Is this something to do with the American elections? I don't know. It's from the same publisher. Another budgeted release that's probably better since it's a pixel game rather than a 3D game. If you're looking for Stardew at home, but more expensive, then this might be worth a try. It's releasing physically on Switch, PS5, and Xbox sometime later this year. Goblin Slayer. A quick mention to this, which I made a video about earlier this week. It's getting a Western physical release thanks to Red Art Games. There is a bit of controversy about this, but I explained all of that in the video. So yeah, if you want to know more, go watch that. Anyway, it's releasing in North America and Europe at retail. That will be everywhere, but the special, deluxe, and collector's editions will be available at Red Hot Games in Europe and VGP in North America. They are in limited quantities. Alright, let's jump into some import announcements. Links below for these are for Play Asia. And if you click the link, you can get 5% off with the code Jordan24. But please remember to click the link first. That's how to support me, okay? The code doesn't support me. Ribi is releasing in Japan this October, and although PlayAsia doesn't state English, the publisher themselves have stated it will have English. And I know plenty of people are going to be happy about it. It's an action platformer with plenty of culture, loads of boss battles, tons of content as you go mental as a girl with bunny ears. If you want a Metroidvania that's cute, get this one. It's coming in the Platinum Edition, which includes a soundtrack on a USB stick, a cloth card, and a special box. Tokyo Clanpool. Just a quick reminder about this one. I did make a video about it on Thursday, but pre-orders have opened in a standard edition as well as the limited collector's edition. This is a cultured JRPG from Compile Heart and Idea Factory, and it's the first time it's been in English, which I think is something to support. These are going to be sent out later this year. Maid of the Dead is another cultured game. The older the Switch gets, the more immature it gets. I love it. This is a run and gun action game that's a bit like Vampire Survivors, but what Vampire Survivors doesn't have is girls in maid outfits and light visual novel elements. It's a fun game for fun people. It's releasing in Hong Kong and Southeast Asia, both of which have English and glorious cover art. I mean, this is what the world needs, okay? Hookah Haze is another cultured game. This time it's a visual novel about busty girls doing hookah. It's releasing in Asian regions and coming in a mini collector's edition with a character stand for acrylics plus a soundtrack download. The story involves a terminally ill fella who's just told to, go out and enjoy what's left of his life. So he goes to a bar and does drugs with pixelated babes. I think we all would, to be fair. This game isn't out yet, so we don't know if it's good or not, but it's digitally out very soon and physically sometime this year. Angelian Trigger is releasing on the Switch in December. This is a rail shooter, a bit like Space Harrier, but it's got badass anime babes instead. Now, it does not have English as far as we are aware. I mean, the publisher only states Japanese. And sadly, it does seem that there are plenty of story elements. I don't think English is going to be essential, but you might be missing out on some stuff. There is a standard edition as well as a collector's edition which has 3D glasses, pin badges, art book, and a certificate. You can't forget the certificate. I think it looks awesome, and I am hoping and praying for an English release. Maybe not on this Japanese release, but maybe later down the line. Who knows? And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen, a few new announcements from the past week. Please let me know which new announcement has taken your fancy. And of course, if you would like to pre-order them, then please consider using the links below in the description and the pinned comment. That helps me out so much. I really do appreciate your support. And I hope you all are having a fantastic weekend. Take care.